Assalamu alaikum students. This is Dr. Samina Qasim, your Research Methods and Skills course facilitator. Today, the topic that I'm going to discuss is goodness of measures, that is, reliability and validity. In the previous lecture, we have seen how to operationally define variables and apply different scaling techniques. It is important to make sure that the instrument that we develop to measure a particular concept is accurately measuring the variable, and we are actually measure the concept that we set out to measure. For this, we need to assess the goodness of measures developed. That is, we need to be reasonably sure that the instrument we use in our research do indeed measure the variables they are supposed to, and that they measure them accurately. Now let us examine how we can ensure the measures developed are reasonably good. That is through reliability and validity. Now what is reliability? It's the accuracy of measurement. Validity is, are we measuring the right thing? Here comes reliability. Reliability of measure indicates extent to which it is without bias and hence ensures consistent measurement across time, that is stability, and across various items in the instrument called internal consistency. In other words, the reliability of measures indicate the stability and consistency with which the instrument measures the concept and helps to assess the goodness of measure. Validity. Validity tests show how well an instrument that is developed measures the particular concept it is intended to measure. Validity is concerned with whether we measure the right concept. There are several types of validity tests used to test the goodness of measure. They are content validity, criterion-related validity, and construct validity. This is the description of types of validity. First is content validity. It says, does the measure adequately measure the concept? Face validity. Do experts validate that the instrument measures what its name suggests it measures? Criterion-related validity means, does the measure differentiate in a manner that helps to predict a criterion variable? Concurrent validity. It means, does the measure differentiate in a manner that helps to predict a criterion variable currently? Predictive validity. It means, does the measure differentiate individuals in a manner that helps predict a future criterion? Construct validity. Does the instrument tap the concept as theorized? Convergent validity. Do two instruments measuring the concept correlate highly? Discriminant validity. Does the measure have a low correlation with a variable that is supposed to be unrelated to the variable? Now this is a brief description. I'll explain you this one by one in detail. Now we'll start with content validity. What is content validity? Content validity ensures that the measure includes an adequate and representative set of items that tap the concept. The more the scale item represents the domain or universe of the concept being measured, the greater the content validity. In other words, content validity is a function of how well the dimensions and elements of a concept have been delineated. Here, next is face validity. What is face validity? As the description says, do experts validate that the instrument measure what its name suggests it measure? This is pretty easy to understand. Well, I'll again explain you. Uh, Face validity indicates that the items that are supposed to measure a concept do on the face of it look like they measure the concept, right? Now, criterion related validity. What is it? It is established when the measure differentiates individual on a criterion it is expected to predict. This can be done by establishing concurrent validity or predictive validity. Concurrent validity is established when the scale discriminates individuals who are known to be different, that is, they should score differently on instrument. Now I'll explain you this with an example. If a measure of work ethic is developed and administered to a group of welfare recipients, the scale should differentiate those who are enthusiastic about accepting a job and being off welfare from those who do not want to work even when offered a job. Obviously, those with high work ethic would definitely not want to be on welfare and would be eager to accept a job as soon as possible. However, those who are low on work ethic values, on the other hand, might exploit the opportunity to survive on welfare for as long as possible without having to work. Now, if both these type of individuals have the same score on the work ethic scale, then the test would not be a measure of work ethic, but of something else. Now, I think it's clear to you. Now, what is predictive validity? Predictive validity indicates the ability of measuring instrument to differentiate among individuals as to a future criterion. For example, if an aptitude or ability test administered to employees at the time of recruitment is expected to differentiate individuals on their future job performance, then those who score low on the test should be poor performer and those who score high should be good performer. Right? Now, construct validity. Construct validity testifies to how well the result obtained from the use of measure fit the theories around which the test is designed. This is assessed through convergent and discriminant validity. Now, what is convergent validity? It is established when the scores obtained by two different instruments measuring the same concept are highly correlated. Whereas discriminant validity is established when, based on theory, two variables are predicted to be uncorrelated, and the scores thus obtained by measuring them are indeed empirically found to be so. Now, I hope this lecture is clear to you all. I have explained you in detail these types of validity. So again, if you have any issue or query related to this, you can easily ask me or email me. Thank you so much.